What's going on, everyone? You know who it is. It's David. This is Smart Fitness. You're in my room. It's looking real messy. Pretty much the same as the last time I did this kind of video. Now, today I want to talk to you guys about a little something that's close to my heart, and that is training with IBD. Now, I haven't normally touched on this topic. I've tried to kind of isolate fitness from my personal life with Crohn's disease and digestive problems. But recently, I've been kind of struggling, feeling kind of like crap. So I figured I would kind of combine the two worlds and see what's not so much how they're correlated, but how they affect one another. So, as you guys may or may not know, Crohn's disease is essentially a digestive disease, not condition, not syndrome. It is a disease. I have to take medicine for it. I require a needle that in Canada is roughly $1,500 for 2 needles, and I take it once every 2 weeks. So right now it's covered in my parents' healthcare, but when I turn, it's either 24 or 25, I don't remember. I think it's 25. As long as I'm in school, it's 25, I believe. If anybody else knows, they could help me out with this. But regardless, until I finish school or turn 25, it's covered in my parents' healthcare, and then I'm gonna have to start paying for it for myself, or have a healthcare provider that'll cover it for me. Now, what this essentially means is that I feel good 90% of my day, but what happens is I have periods where I feel like shit, and it sucks. I lose weight. There's nothing I can do about it, and it doesn't matter if I eat food or if I don't eat food. I'm still pretty much losing weight as if it's nothing when I feel sick. Like there was one week where I was sick for 2 days and I still maintained close to my caloric goals, but I ended up losing 4 pounds just from spending so much time in the bathroom. And yeah, it wasn't fun. So essentially, what the result is of this disease for me, it's different for a lot of people, but my body can't really consume corn products, and I don't really do well with high cream lactose products. For the most part, that's about it. But there's certain vegetables that set me off, like broccoli. If I eat too much broccoli or if I have too many raw vegetables, my stomach will start to churn, and then I'll know in a couple hours I'm going to be gassy or feeling sick. Uh, but what I've noticed over the course of my 6 years now of having the disease, five and a half years roughly, it'll be 6 years come October. That essentially going to the gym, being active, and not eating a crap diet helps a lot. So I went from 98 pounds at my worst to 194 pounds, which is what you see before me. Obviously, I'm not lean yet. As you guys can see, there's not many cuts in my arms right now, but unless I'm flexing. But regardless, what I'd like to say is that going to the gym definitely helped change my life. It helps make everything a lot better. I went from kind of being depressed and not really knowing what to do with my life to having a lot of fullness and meaning and just general well-being, if that makes sense. Not even spending my time doing cardio, or like obviously cardio is important, but just being in the gym atmosphere and actually partaking in it, taking my mind off of how I'm feeling, as well as trying to push for new goals in my life, definitely makes a substantial difference. So if you're just diagnosed with an irritable bowel disease or even a syndrome, going to the gym, lifting weights, and doing cardio will make a difference in and of itself. But the lifestyle associated with it makes huge differences as well. Now, the difference, for those of you that are confused with what this disease is, it's essentially you've got a difference in your small intestine. Some people in their a little bit of their large intestine, but essentially their small intestine has been beat up entirely to a point that either food gets stuck or it doesn't get digested at all because your body's missing certain enzymes to help you digest it. So stuff just passes through as liquid entirely, or just for some people, they have ulcers and their food pretty much doesn't get digested at all. It doesn't even reach past their stomach. In my case, I had a ton of stomach ulcers when I was super sick. So whenever I would eat something, it was almost like when you drop a pebble essentially into a pond that's been stagnant and it's going to kind of ripple effect. It was kind of like that. So like the water was stagnant and then just a ripple effect type of thing resulting in waves. And you can think of that more or less as my stomach, where it was calm and then I ate some food, it kind of went into it, and then bam, just exploded across all the way across the stomach lining. Obviously, there's more to it than that, but that's like the easiest and simplest way for those of you that don't understand the disease and how ulcers worked, especially in my case. And then as a result, I would pretty much throw up. There was a period where I was throwing up 3 or 4 times a day. Pretty much couldn't consume any foods. I eat like maybe 1 or 2 meals a day. I'll throw a picture up to show you how small I was at the start, and you can compare it to how I am right now. I'm not flexing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just as I am. But basically, what I want to get out of this video is that fitness, going to the gym, the associated lifestyle, although it is intertwined with practices that aren't exactly the best, such as over steroid use or dehydrating your body to a point of feeling like crap in some cases for people in their prep shows. Although those are short term in terms of the prep goals, the lifestyle associated with it is far more beneficial than sitting at home and essentially feeling wallowed out and sad and depressed. There's a lot more that you can be doing to help your life rather than just being as is and kind of sad about it. Try new things, guys. That's what I'm getting here. Don't be afraid to try the associated lifestyle with fitness, especially if you've never done it before or you've fallen off the bandwagon. Just don't even think about it. Just jump back on and do it. It makes all the difference. Now, when I get sick, it's quite minimal. It's almost to a point that in a couple of hours, I can more or less feel decent. Not better, but decent. Um, but I don't think that that would be possible unless I was actually going to the gym and I was able to speed up my metabolism so that the food that is bothering me flushes through my system quicker, more or less. And obviously, that's not how it works in the whole stomach intestinal tract, but more or less that's the gist. But I don't want to keep you guys here any longer. I see I kind of picked the wrong shirt, I guess you could say. It's kind of flipping off the camera, but it's laundry day at my house, so this was more or less what I had. It doesn't even really fit right now, but anyways, getting back on topic. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Stay strong. If you're struggling with some sort of disease, push through it. That's all I can say.